This annual event holds a special place in our heart as it serves as a powerful reminder of the indispensable role that taxpayers play in advancing our national development agenda. It is a day to underscore the paramount importance of adhering to our tax laws and to publicly uphold those who have demonstrated an unwavering commitment to this noble cause. The taxpayers that we celebrate today are exemplary individuals and businesses that have exhibited unwavering dedication to our nation's prosperity by discharging their tax obligations and faithfully filing their returns on time. We hold firm confidence that their remarkable achievements are a beacon of inspiration, setting high standards for all to emulate and uphold. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, KRA fully acknowledges its profound responsibility to provide taxpayers with a conducive, efficient, and effective platform for tax payment and compliance. With this commitment in mind, KRA has embarked on a comprehensive program to revolutionize customer engagement and relationship management. Our aim is to simplify tax processes and optimize our available infrastructure to deliver seamless and efficient services.
We are also committed to seamless facilitation of all taxpayers at all ports of entry, including borders, the airport, and the port. We are continuously improving and are in the process of upgrading the use of technology to expedite baggage handling at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and all points of entry. This will ensure prohibited and restricted goods are screened for the safety of all Kenyans. Your Excellency, I want to reaffirm our commitment to reforming our process and culture to deliver high quality and user-friendly services to our taxpayers. We will make sure that our renewed determination to work harder exceeds our taxpayers' expectations and voluntary compliance.
I know the reports around our media houses has said that Kenya Revenue Authority missed their target by 79 billion shillings. But most importantly, Your Excellency, is that KRA surpassed their first quarter generation of taxes by 45 billion shillings, equivalent to 8.4% increase in revenue growth. And this is truly commendable. Your Excellency, when you had stakeholders engagement during the passing of the Finance Act of 2023, Kenyans told us expressly that they want to be involved in the running of their country. They want to be involved in how their taxes are being paid. In these last few weeks, Honorable Your Excellency, we've seen Kenyans coming to us and telling us ways of raising even additional revenues.
We cannot and we shall never be fully independent until we are able to independently fund our government and our budget through our own resources raised in the country. And I must take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to commend KRA for the good work they are doing, but more so to appreciate the patriotism of the many Kenyan taxpayers who have come out to pay their taxes diligently and on time. Your Excellency, from Parliament, we have committed, and I was just sharing with my brother Watanga, the Commissioner General and the Chairman of KRA, that we shall do whatever it takes in Parliament to ensure that we pass legislation that will not only make it easier for KRA to collect revenue, but also make it easy for taxpayers to be able to make their returns and pay their taxes in time.
Allowed me to refer to the media reports that the government has introduced more taxes and targets to charge additional taxes on personal effects of traveling passengers and visitors at the point of entry. Your Excellency, we have a formal process through which we effect changes to the tax registrations, usually through the finance bill. The last time we made any changes in the tax system was in June 2023 through the finance bill that took effect from July 1st. And that is what we are implementing so far. I therefore wish to assure our visitors and all travelers to this country that no new taxes have been introduced and that the process of our entry points is smooth and diplomatic,
and the customs officers of the KRA have been instructed to ensure this remains the process that is also seamless and should not mishandle our visitors and travelers. Your Excellency, that is a position that we want to make sure that we clarify. I also appreciate the board and the management of the Kenya Revenue Authority for their selfless dedication and continued commitment to their mandate, even in the face of turbulent socio-economic times. We shall continue working together and intensify our revenue mobilization quest that will ensure that we adequately finance the country's budget and support the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda better for a sustained economic recovery and a sustained economic vibrancy. Your Excellency, domestic resource mobilization remains a major source of long-term financing for sustainable development across the world. In order to address this, a number of countries have embarked on the development of a strong framework for guiding tax reforms to enhance domestic resource revenue mobilization. In this respect, the National Treasury and the Kenya Revenue Authority, with the support of development partners and bilaterals, have embarked on the development of the medium-term revenue strategy to enhance domestic revenue mobilization over the medium term. The strategy will guide tax administration to improve efficiency in the administration of tax laws, create tax rates that will enhance compliance and build a tax base. The strategy is expected to strengthen the policy dimension towards fiscal consolidation process with a target to achieve the East African Community Convergence criteria of fiscal deficit of 3% of GDP.
Those of us in the executive who work under the president have very clear and unequivocal instructions from the president that all taxes, all funds collected from taxpayers and given to us through appropriation by the National Assembly must be used prudently and for the purpose for which they have been raised. And the president is clear that his government will not entertain leakages, pilferage, misappropriation, corruption, and irresponsible spending of taxpayers' money.
Let me encourage all of us that what KRA is doing is not about KRA, it's about us. It is our responsibility, all of us as Kenyans, to make sure that each one of us pays tax. I got a very interesting message yesterday from a patriotic Kenyan, and I sent it to the Commissioner General of KRA yesterday. Si ulipata bwana Watanga, you know, about a Kenyan who is saying, look, there is this company here who don't pay tax, and they threaten people because there are some big people, it belongs to some senior guys. And so I sent the contact to the KRA CG, and I told him, however big, however senior, however powerful the owners of that company, they must pay tax like all other Kenyans. And that nobody should threaten KRA using their positions, using their connections, using their power for them to avoid paying tax. We must all pay tax. And once we have paid tax, let us demand from government that our taxes are used in the proper manner. They are not stolen, they are not corruptly used, they are used in the proper manner. I am really looking for that day when we all pay tax and demand from government that that tax is used properly. We celebrate all our taxpayers today. I know we will celebrate those who have done very well, but we must also celebrate all those who have made their contribution to where we are today. I urge all Kenyans to respect and honor those amongst us who perform their part in supporting national development by voluntarily paying their taxes, and encourage those who have not to register and obtain KRA personal identification numbers and join the ranks of our patriotic mashujaa who keep the wheels of our development in motion by paying their part of taxes. As always, I remain committed to lead from the front on this matter of great national importance, to pay my taxes when they fall due and submit my tax return on time as is required. I will continue to lead from the front and expect everybody to walk in that journey. I recognize the cardinal obligation of government to utilize all revenues prudently and efficiently in the service of our citizens. This commitment stands, and we are committed to do so with maximum transparency and maximum accountability. This is why I use every moment to publicize what government is doing for the people of Kenya, because that is how our taxes are meant to be used, should be used, and the people of Kenya are encouraged to keep us in check as we spend their resources. I will in due course provide a more elaborate formal account to sustain this engagement and provide comfort that none of the resources committed to my charge is being wasted or mismanaged or stolen. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda identifies the significant improvement of productivity in key areas as an urgent priority for national economic governance efforts. Such improvements require immense investments, and the resources to invest come from the revenues we collect as taxes. There is simply no space for wastage or corruption, because that would be the recipe for disastrous failure. Our tolerance for corruption, therefore, is absolute zero. In line with this, today, the Cabinet approved Public Audit Amendment Bill 2023, which will enhance the Auditor General's independence and transparency to ensure proper utilization of public resources through audits, and also provide power for fraud investigation. What is required is the exercise of greater imagination, commitment to national values and principles of governance, and the use of technology and innovation to improve service delivery. And I note with appreciation that the KRA has been undertaking reforms in this direction, which include the use of technology to integrate the taxpayer revenue administration systems to all real-time and automatic exchange of actionable data. And I want to commend what has been achieved in this space between the KRA and all the other people in between. Our decision to significantly enhance efficiency and integrity in the provision of public services to citizens by digitizing over 13,000 government services has gone a long way to enhance revenue performance. Monthly revenues, for example, from fees have already risen to about 8 billion from 2 billion monthly, an increase of close to 400% on the e-citizen platform. As we can all see, the interventions leading to improved performance are efficiency, integrity, and it is also service-oriented. Well done to all of you who are being recognized today. Keep it up, and let us see you again next year performing better. And for those of us who are not in this category, let us strive so that we're in this category next year. I want to ask KRA to think about the scripture There was a lady who gave an offering of, I think it was 2 cents. And Jesus said she had given the most because she gave everything she had. So I think consider the smaller guys who give 100% of what is due from them. It may be small, but they have done 100% of what is due from them. Maybe these big boys, maybe they are doing 80% of what is due. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying maybe, I'm just making a proposition.